Today we're just here to enlighten you more as we get these gents to pick, each and every one of them to pick their European team of the season.
It's your boy Anludi here.
My name is Isaac, or they call me a general. I'll go with this guy by the name of Fernandez. He has started Manchester United on his back.
Read the script in front of the adoring Stretford end. Messi!
You know, matters football, and I'm joined in the studio by lovely, brilliant football minds, football pundits, as we call them. So I would just like them to introduce themselves and tell us who they are, as we continue on this beautiful journey together. So, my brother, take us away.
Yo, it's another Friday. It's around 3:49. Welcome back again. Last Friday it was awesome. My name is Isaac, or they call me the General. Welcome.
What's up, people? It's your boy Anludi here, or you can call me Kenny. It's another Blessing Friday. We are here for the podcast of Gulf Football Banter. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you very much, guys. It's another Friday afternoon. We have many topics to discuss today. I think today should be more exciting.
Yeah.
First of all, my name is Almaura K. We are here back in Gulf Football Banter. We have many topics today to discuss. We'll see after few minutes with you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, Lazay. Guys, like I always say, keep it locked. Gulf Football Banter on all social media platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Yeah. So guys, kindly make sure you follow us, subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends. You don't want people to miss the greatness. So today we're just here to enlighten you more as we get these gents to pick, each and every one of them to pick their European team of the season. You know, the season just concluded a few weeks ago. We're here to pick European team of the season. As well, we'll be talking about the Premier League fixtures out. Big games coming up on the first week. I'm really looking forward to the new season. And also, we'll be talking about the new offside rule. I don't know what your thoughts are on the new offside rule, but kindly let us know in the comment section so that we can be able to talk more on what you want us to talk about. So without even holding any further, we just get straight onto it. I would like to start with Mr. Unruly. Tell us about your European team of the season, bro.
It's another moment. My European team of the season is Paris Saint-Germain. I love the club. I love football, and I respect it. My number one goalkeeper.
So just let me get you right. So you're picking your team on one team only, or across Europe?
Yeah.
I will choose in a different
clubs. Yeah.
But I think unruly means that this season,
overall,
this team of the season, club-wise,
PSG.
Yeah. But now when it comes to first 11 European football, you will pick, okay? Yeah. Think.
Take us away.
We are there.
My number one goalkeeper is Martinez. He's now in Manchester United. Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. Those are still rumors, bro. Rumors.
Martinez.
Your backline.
Backline. I go to my centre back before I go to my full back. My centre back is Martinez from Manchester United.
Sandro
Martinez. The butcher.
I respect also. I love the club, but I will still go inside the team again. Manchester United. Maguire, this guy. I love the guy. The way he plays football. The way he started, how he is progressing. Yeah, it's all about training. He has been training. We have seen what he's doing. He's doing a great thing in the team, and the coach loved him, and also the fans love the player because of what he's doing. I go to my fullback. I will go to Hakim from
PSG.
PSG. Hakim.
Good choice.
Yeah. Again, I will go to
Back.
my left back. My left back, I will give it to Daroti from Manchester United. Yeah.
Move
Let's
to
go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
midfield.
Midfield. My best midfield, Luka Modric
Real Madrid.
from Real Madrid.
OG.
Again, I will go to Real Madrid. The Real Madrid, I will go to this guy.
Bellingham.
No, Bellingham. The other guy.
About Valverde.
No.
Tchouameni.
I'm talking about this guy. Yeah, Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham.
I will go to also to midfielder. I will give it to Bruno Fernandes.
Fantastic captain.
Yeah. Our super captain.
Okay. Forward line.
Forward line. I will give it from number 9. I will give it to Joe Holland.
Huh?
Yeah, Holland.
Erling Bruyne.
Haaland.
Yeah,
City.
Holland. Yeah, from Man City. I will go to my left and my wingers. I love the guy. I will give it to Mbappe. The other side, I could give Saka, but unfortunately, Saka he is too old. I will not give it. I will give it to. No, relax, bro. Relax. I will give it to Yamal. Yeah.
That's good.
All day.
Yamin.
Good choices.
Yeah.
Good choices. So, guys, you've had Unrolly's team of the season in the European Championship. So we'll move on to Sam here. Tell us your team of the season.
But his team is very weak. Weak team.
No. Also, we will get viewers from the
The viewers.
comment section.
Guys.
Follow.
Guys,
That's a weak team.
That's a weak team.
If they play,
Hey.
if you play,
Settle the
not
debate.
about the weak team.
Okay.
It's all about. I said it before. When you train, the way you are training. Let me ask you. I don't know whether I will go back there or I will.
No, we should not go back there. But that's the team of the season. Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Coach Andrew.
Okay, we'll move on to
Yeah, he's a
someone.
coach. Okay, thank you guys. Team of the season. I think this is the most challenging thing here for all of us because I think most of us will have multiple players in every team. Maybe I'll have 3 players. You'll have 3 players for me. It's okay. For me, goalkeeper of the season, I will go with the Champions League goalkeeper, Donnarumma.
Of course.
Right back, I'll go with. They were good. There was Hakimi, but for this time, I'll not choose Hakimi. I'll go with Dumfries as my right back. My left back, I'll go with Nuno Mendes. My 2 centre back, I think there is no centre back that has proven to us that Pancho and Marquinhos. Those are my 2 centre backs. When we go to the midfield, I'll go with Vitinha, Pedri, and Bruno Fernandes. That is my midfield 3. Now we go to the attacking position. My coach Androni said one guy, Yamin Yamal, on the right. Opposite side, I will go with this Georgia forward. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but the other Carabashera, I don't know what. As my first 9 position, because that one is a first 9. He's not a striker. He's a first 9. He's playing as a first 9. The way he's playing. Maybe the Ballon d'Or is going to be the Ballon d'Or winner. No one than Ousmane Dembele.
Ousmane Dembele.
Thank you guys.
Good squad. Very strong team, eh? Yeah. Strong team. So I will move on to Mr. Isaac.
The general.
The general.
Anyways, European football of the season for me. I have to choose a goalkeeper who was never privileged to be in the semis. He did a very wonderful job. For me, David Raya still stands with me as one of the best goalkeepers ever. But we have in the Premier League, and he showcased his talent in European football and Champions League. He has been doing wonderful, great saves. He came alone from Brentford, and then they signed that guy. That guy is good. I think Arteta and the scouts of Arsenal, in terms of goalkeeping this time round, they did an amazing job. That guy has been standout for the last 2 seasons. Wow, for me, Raya is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, and also I can give him the Champions League. But for Donnarumma, sometimes he makes some silly mistakes. But anyway, for me, I go with Raya. In the right back position, Hakimi will always be my man. In fact, PSG, I think they're going to have more players in my first 11 of this season. In the left back, I was being confused to bring in Cucurella as one of the best left backs, because this season has also, okay, for the previous seasons, he has been having a very tough season. But Cucurella, as a player, if we look at Europe, Spain, and everywhere, he has been superb. But now, when it comes to football pundits, we live and we give where they due deserves it. I'll go with Nuno Mendes, but slightly I could have gone with Cucurella. But anyway, I go with Nuno Mendes, that guy from Portugal, PSG. My centre backs, I'm going with the old lad, Marquinhos, pairing with an Inter Milan man, Bastoni. Wonderful job. Wow. In the midfield, I'm going to take a defensive one. I'll go with Vitinha, that guy from Portugal. And then number 8, I have to surprise him again. I'll go with Declan Rice. Declan Rice has done a very wonderful job, but Arsenal did not progress. But as a player, as himself, Declan this season, he has been one of the best seasons he had in his career. And then now, when it comes to number 10,
No one else.
number 10, I have to rethink and think. I will go with this guy by the name Bruno Fernandes. He has carried Manchester United on his back himself.
Maestro.
Now, where there's a problem, you have to take me slow. Number 7, I will go with this small boy from Spain also, Lamine Yamal. Now, number 9, I'll go with Kylian Mbappe. As a false 9, he has done a very wonderful job. You see what he's doing in Real Madrid. He scored so many goals. I think he has broken a certain record of which we'll go back there. Since I think it was Cristiano Ronaldo who scored so many goals in his first season, but Kylian has done it. And then now in the left, I'm not going with the Georgia. Left wing, I will go with Osman.
Good team, strong team, yeah. Yeah. So without holding, I'll just name my European team of the season and get straight to it. My first choice goalkeeper, Donnarumma, of course. At right back, I go with Ashraf Hakimi. Left back, Nuno Mendes. My 2 centre halves, Gabriel Magalhaes, Virgil van Dijk. Midfield, I have Vitinha, I have João Neves, and Pedri. And then my forward line, very simple. Yamal on the right, Ousmane Dembele false 9, and there's a player you all have not focused on this season, Rafinha. Exceptional season. Exceptional season. He's one of the contenders for Ballon d'Or, by the way. Rafinha has had a very decent season. Actually, after he was having very tough times, and then only to bounce back and do what he's done this year. That was amazing. So guys, yeah, that's my European team of the season. Tell us about your European team of the season in the comment section. And tell us, rate our squads also, yeah? Rate our squads. Rate our squads. We'll review it in the next episode. Yeah, so guys, yeah, about European team of the season.
Yeah.
Individual club for me, that was PSG. Brilliant season. At some point when they started, you never thought you would be able to win because they really struggled in the first phases. But when it came to knockout phases, the PSG showed another character, another mindset, and they were hungry. They wanted to win it all, and they ended up winning. So what about your European club of the season?
For me, I think again I'll go with PSG.
PSG. And Rolly? PSG.
Yeah, everyone, of course, will go with PSG because of how they played in their group, in their group stages, how they were not good, they were poor, but when it came to knockout stages, Now we saw the real Luis Enrique and his boys.
Yeah.
But I think,
Something we didn't expect at all, by the way.
but I think for PSG, now this is what we call, we talk about masterclass. We talk about experience. We talk about a coach who's able to handle young lads. You see, PSG, I think is one of the, in terms of average age, it had one of the youngest squad in European football. They did a very grateful job. Like this guy from France, I think it's Doe something.
Yeah.
That guy, in fact, we did not even know the players. We just found them.
They are playing decent football.
Vitenius, the other day, he messed everything in moves. He did nothing. Who knew? Nuno Mendes.
Yeah.
Who knew Pacho? This guy from Ecuador.
It's pretty different.
So we expected, as Messi and Neymar and Kylian Mbappe departed from PSG, we said that
It was done.
It's done.
Especially
But
after
that guy,
Mbappe left.
Yeah.
I think
They
he
pulled.
has done a very good job.
But there is one thing about Luis Enrique. Before Mbappe left, he said, there is a statement he said, I think Mbappe, when he leaves Paris Saint-Germain, he said, it's not good for him, but it will be good for him as a coach, for the club, for Kylian Mbappe to leave. Because, you know, this guy is a star.
Everything was revolving around Mbappe.
So, it was not a good idea for Mbappe to stay there. There is a coach there. Mbappe was the heart of PSG. Everything was done. They were to look for Mbappe first. So I think the coach made a good decision in the coach.
Yeah.
Because if it was another coach, for example, before there was this coach called, who was handling Messi and who?
There's Pochettino.
Neymar, yeah, Pochettino.
Pochettino,
If it was Pochettino, it would be very hard for him to release Mbappe to go to Real Madrid. But what Luis Enrique did,
That was a great move.
But I think lastly, before we went up and go something else, I think PSG, the owners of PSG had made a very big mistake, whereby they gave that guy, he was even involved in the same of transfers, first 11, he was choosing who to play with. I think that kind of power to give a player is
it's
not
not
worth
now,
it.
now modern football is not like before.
Yeah, he had so much entitlement than a player.
Because for me,
should have.
I grew up watching maybe last few years of Ronaldo. I never saw Cristiano Ronaldo as a captain, but he was a star
Yeah,
at Real Madrid. He was never a captain. Because the captain was this Sergio Ramos.
yeah.
Ronaldo had no say, just playing football. But nowadays, you see, I see Kylian Mbappe is the captain of France. For sure, he does not deserve it. He's a star, but he doesn't deserve to wear that number.
It deserves to be under somebody else.
Under someone.
That's a very good guy. So quickly we move on to the next topic. So we go on to review the Premier League fixture. And I don't know what you guys feel about it. For me, I'm really excited for the first week. This very big game. I've seen a lot of posts going on social media between Manchester United and Arsenal. I've seen people posting the H2 game. The Manchester game against Arsenal when Manchester beat Arsenal 8-2. That's pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to that. And I think I opened a live 2 days ago. And very many people came onto my comment section saying how Manchester will destroy Arsenal. It's a wait to be seen because Manchester, I feel, is still under reconstruction. It's a team under development. So we all know what that comes with that. A lot of challenges. But if they get it right, anything can happen. So I have Manchester faithfuls here.
The Red Devils. The Red Devils.
Manchester faithfuls, yeah?
The
flop of the season. Yeah, good. They're very good. But we don't know what to expect from them this season. I just hope they have a good team come the 17th of August.
Actually, we expect good results for this coming season, as we can see, because I think the coach is very serious with the team. Okay, so we expect good things and see how the players will. The team. If we say it's Manchester, we start with the players, how they will play, how the fans will talk, how the coach will do his work. But as a player, what I can say, a player, you should relax and wait for the coach to arrange things, and things could be better. So let's expect good things from this team. And I'm sure that if good things comes, it will come very.
Inshallah, but one thing I'm sure is that Arsenal will beat Manchester home and away. So guys, what do you feel about your fixture?
Did you hear this guy?
What do you feel about your the first quarter of the season for you guys? The first 1 month of the game, because I think around that time you'll be having 3 games in the first month. In August you'll play 3 games, and then again in September you'll play another 3 games. So I don't know, what do you feel about your fixture? Is it fair? Is it favorable for you guys? I don't know what you feel, because you'll be facing the first game of the season, the 17th of August, you're facing Arsenal.
Yeah.
Then on the second week, on the 23rd, you're facing Fulham.
Yeah.
And then you go on to face Burnley at home on the 30th of August. And then after that, Saturday, the 13th of September, you'll be playing against Man City.
Yeah.
And then Saturday 20th again, you play against Chelsea. And then on Saturday 27th, Brentford. So what do you think about those first 6 games?
Okay, this is Manchester. We know Manchester. What I know about Manchester, especially the last season, we can win any game, we can lose any game. We saw this in different type of matches.
Yeah.
Game of Liverpool, good performance from the lads.
Yeah,
Game
very
of Arsenal,
brilliant actually. Yeah.
good performance from the lad.
Yeah.
But when we come to these small teams, the coach was suffering. He was suffering because, you know, these small teams, they sit at the back.
Yeah.
The players we have at Manchester United, we have only few quality players who can be able to hold the ball and play tiki-taka football and open the defense.
Yeah.
So it's hard for Manchester United to beat such teams. But we go to, for example, the game of Liverpool. Manchester United, they'll sit at the back, they'll be attacked, they have a good opportunity to take they are
Break
good
on
on
the
the counter
counter.
attack. And that's how you see these games of Manchester City. They won. Arsenal, they got lucky. They went. Yeah, seriously, they got lucky. We were to win. Bruno Fernandes in the last minutes. David Raya with a good save. That one was
That's
a win.
football, bro.
Another game I saw was especially Liverpool, Arsenal, and Manchester City. Those games we played well. But you see the other teams, Everton's, Brentford, those teams were
On them out.
yeah, but Bournemouth is a very good team.
How about
They
the
won
Forest?
almost top 5 big teams they beat.
Yeah.
Now we come to this season. Our first game of the season. We have
Yeah,
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
We are at home.
Yeah.
We are Manchester United.
Wow.
Let's hope
Good.
Amorim, the signings, is going to give to the ball. 90% they are going to come. For sure, because
So
when
what
we are at
transfer?
home against Arsenal, the worst we can have is a draw.
But don't you think the last 3 seasons, Old Trafford has become a famous hunting ground for Arsenal to get points?
It has.
It's become really easy for Arsenal to collect
I'm not
points.
considering the last few seasons, but I'm just considering only the last season when Ruben Amorim came. What I saw from our game and your game is if Ruben Amorim is given time, he's a good coach. He's a good
So he
coach.
needs
But he's
time
not
to
a good
reconstruct
coach
the team.
with those players of
Surrounding
Rashford
him and all
and
that.
Sancho.
Sancho,
So
Anthony.
first of all, I saw Ruben Amorim. He said he doesn't want to see Rashford,
Anthony.
Anthony in that training pitch with the
And-
others. Yeah,
and
it's a good
Sancho.
idea.
And
It's a good
Sancho.
idea. So because you know that dressing room, it needs only, it needs new players because we have old players like Rashford, Garnacho, they're inciting each others. The only player I know is mature is only Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno
You will never hear
Fernandes.
any complaint
He's a leader.
from Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
He's a good leader.
Yeah.
Everyone, he does a mistake, everyone is against Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
You'll never hear him talking. He just calm down. The way he's interviewed, his feedback is always positive. So, Ruben Amorim and Bruno Fernandes, I trust that coach.
Good connection, right?
Yeah, good connection. There's a Portuguese connection there.
Wow.
Portuguese connection. So, this Arsenal game, we need to win.
What's your prediction on the game?
Let's say a 2-1 win.
2-1.
Yeah. in
So-
favor of Manchester United.
So 2-1 in favor of 2-1 in favor of Manchester and over 2.5 in goals. It's a pretty good prediction. What's your thought on that?
I will start with the prediction.
Not just on the prediction and which team will win.
I'm starting with the prediction. My prediction is 3-0.
To which team?
Against Arsenal.
So who's winning 3-0? Sorry.
Manchester.
Manchester 3-0.
Yeah.
Isaac, what do you feel about the fixture?
No, sorry to take time. You said Manchester is rebuilding.
Yeah. Team under
And Arsenal
reconstruction.
has already built something we can see. It is just by, let's say it was unluck. And Arsenal, according to what I'm hearing on the ground, if they sign a good striker, Sporting Lisbon, if he joins Arsenal, as there's going to be different things. Zubimendi also is there. Goes to the point, Manchester still they're far to match Arsenal.
Yeah.
Even me, as a Chelsea fan, as a team, my team is speaking, but we cannot match Arsenal. Arsenal is much better. as it is a completed team. They only needed a striker. They decided that striker, a lethal center forward. You cannot match Saka and Diallo. You can never match Garnacho. That's your first 11 as per now because you have not signed another player with Martinelli. Then the midfield, I think overall, Arsenal is going to beat you mercilessly. I think it's a 3-1 margin or you don't score.
At Old Trafford, 3-1.
Yes.
With these signings we have of Cunha and everyone.
Sure. One thing I think about the teams.
Just compare the last game we were at Old Trafford with Arsenal. They had their best 13-11.
No
we
issue.
had injuries. We had everything. It's our worst season of the. I don't think a 3-1. I think
there's one thing you need to consider.
They get track. It's a true there, but they cannot win the first game at Old Trafford. No.
I love the way Manchester United.
Seriously, at Old Trafford, the first game in front of our fans.
Remember
that game. I just love the way Manchester United fans have the confidence. I wish the same confidence you guys have is what your players have.
That's why I said our players are letting us down. And the players that are letting us down is the manager who have said, I don't want to see him here and here.
But they are there.
But they are not
good. Who is better in Manchester than Rashford? Who is better in Manchester than Garnacho?
What did he say?
No problem.
What did he say?
Before you send a player away or before you chase a player away,
you need a replacement.
Have
Perfect replacement.
That is now where Ruben Amorim as a coach is failing. We need professionalism. Don't talk to a player in such a manner that I don't need him.
Yeah.
But before that time,
guys, let's not dwell so much on that. So those first 6 games, I think they're quite favoring your team because in that fixture you only have how many games that are tough. The first game, of course, the first game is a tough one.
That I don't count as a tough team is Chelsea. No.
Chelsea is not a tough team for you guys.
Trafford, we are used to that. Those are 3 points. Man City at least, they might win us. Burnley, those are 3 points.
Fulham,
it's a tricky game. It's a small team.
Wow.
But you struggle a lot against them.
Yeah, we struggle a lot.
How was the score? Chelsea against
But Chelsea and Manchester, that one is that's how we have the result.
Yes,
Manchester United is a wish.
I'm also asking
Manchester United.
For Man City,
what was the results in last season at Manchester against Arsenal head-to-head?
Head-to-head?
Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester United.
Check and tell me.
Manchester had only 1 point, I guess. That's the 1-1 draw, then we won the
against a struggle in Manchester United. But apart from that season, look at the previous
season. Have you stopped struggling?
No, we don't know. It's a new season.
Guys. Calm down. Guys, it's okay. Those are the sentiments of Manchester United fans, and it's okay. So, but for me, I kind of feel like Manchester have favorable fixture when we look at the first 6 games. The only time when times will get harder is around Christmas. Christmas also. Around that time, your fixture gets harder.
By that time, you will not find Ruben.
By that time, we'll have discussed about what has been happening with Manchester United, or we'll still be having your coach. So we move on to the next team. Mr. Isaac, the Blues.
Big team.
Big team. Let's see your fixture. So Chelsea opens the season on the 17th of August again at 4 o'clock against Crystal Palace. They go on to meet the Hammers, West Ham United on the 23rd. And then they go on to play Fulham. That's another London derby. And then again, they go to Brentford, and then Manchester, and then Brighton. How do you feel about your fixture, brother?
To be honest, I want to say this. Chelsea, I think we have slightly fair matches as compared to what I've seen to other teams. Though these are derbies, you can see Crystal Palace, West Ham.
You're starting with London derbies.
All goes well. I think these are we can get 9 points
from the derbies.
We are good. We are good. I think Maresca is building something. I'm seeing the progress. I'm talking as I'm trying to. This EPL and this football. You can slide any time, but according to the fixtures and the fairness, with the signings Chelsea has at the moment, we can match Crystal Palace, we can win West Ham, and Fulham for that month, we're okay. And then Brentford, we can win. Manchester is a small team.
Check. The last 5 minutes in the Old Trafford. How many points have you?
We want to talk about serious.
Serious. The last 5 minutes.
I think the challenging game here, I think is going to be Brighton match. So it's going to be a challenge.
That will be match day 6.
Yeah.
That's interesting, guys. Tell us what you think about Chelsea fixtures. They quite have a favorable fixture, the opening fixture, but I kind of feel the games that they might struggle in. I kind of feel the game against West Ham, Manchester, and Brighton. Those three games might be a little bit challenging, according to how I feel and how I've seen Chelsea play as well. But your fixture is quite okay. Yeah. So I think we should move on to the next team, which will be Manchester City. Man City.
Manchester
So Man City opens the season with Wolves on the 16th of August, and then they play against Spurs on the 23rd, and then they play against Brighton, and then they have Manchester Derby on the 13th of September, and then they make a trip to Arsenal, and then they have Burnley. What do you think about this fixture for Man City?
I think they have a simple. It's not a hard fixture.
There is a hard team there.
Yeah,
Only Tottenham Hotspurs.
Only Tottenham.
Also Brighton.
Two games.
Also Brighton.
No. Two
Brighton
games
is a Brighton.
Spurs and Arsenal.
Spurs and Arsenal.
Spurs and Arsenal, they will struggle.
What?
Especially they lost their key player, De Bruyne.
De Bruyne, yeah. They are still building another now, especially the midfield. They have to reconstruct it. What's your thoughts on this?
There's something you are forgetting. I think for me, according to the Guardiola I'm seeing now, unless something changes on the way, Manchester City has a very, very, very large mountain to climb.
Sure.
Again against Wolves, they struggle. Again against Spurs, they are always struggling. Brighton is not a bad team. They have good signings, good players. They are good. And then when we talk about Manchester now, this is where I always support Manchester United against Man City. It's not an easy match. And when it comes to Arsenal, recently Arsenal have been beating Man City like their dog. I think Man City, they don't up their game. I think Guardiola might also. It's a very challenging. They are very challenging
2 months.
For,
It's
so that very.
For me, what I'll tell you guys, you can never write off Guardiola. You can never write him off. This guy is always cooking something. And you can see the signings he brought in. He means business for next season. Man City has been serious with the transfer market so far. I think actually it's the only team that has really invested in the transfer window so far. Other teams are still dilly-dallying, but Man City is going all out. So I think they're building something, and they are competing for silverware next season. So this fixture, the way it's looking for me, I see them collecting maybe 15 out of 18 points.
But for me, I'm excited to see how Manchester City they are going to play their matches because
the change of midfield.
Yesterday, I watched their game against this Morocco.
Yeah, in the championship, they struggled.
They really struggled a lot because for me, the Man City, which I know, they used to take the ball from their defense to their midfield. They pass the ball. They are not in a hurry to look for goals. But according to yesterday's match, they were struggling. They were in a hurry to do things. I don't know that midfield. Either that
different strategy,
different strategy, and that is going to affect them because.
But you know, there's one thing I always say: you can never judge a team based on their preseason, because in preseason is where the coach is allowed to make mistakes. He's allowed to try new things. So right now, I think Man City is in a time whereby they're trying transitional plays and all this. This is the right time to apply it. Trying new players, young blood, also the kids from the academy, you get them playing. So you can't really judge teams based on their preseason.
But the good thing with Man City,
preseason.
Yeah.
When it comes
to the league, it's where they all change.
But you know the good thing with Man City, there's no pressure because there's no fan base in that team. They don't have a fan base like Arsenal. Like this Manchester United, these are the two fan bases I think Chelsea leave it. Fan base of Arsenal and Manchester United.
You know what's funny? You know, you're saying leave Chelsea. Chelsea have a larger fan base in the world than Arsenal.
I don't think that Chelsea. I don't follow Chelsea fan base like that, but I follow Arsenal. For example, I follow the AFTV channel.
Bro, this guy. They're way too serious.
Some crazy man from Jamaica called Yardman. That guy is very, very mad when Arsenal lose or draws in these simple matches. So there is no that fan base. There is no that pressure.
True.
Come to Manchester United, there is this United stand. Any draw, any results, Onana mistake, Maguire mistake, everywhere. There's a lot of pressure.
Go to social media, you see.
If they lose even again, you don't hear any other noise.
True.
So the coach has an easier time to rebuild and to reconstruct very fast. So,
but I think what makes me give Guardiola some positive points, he has been in Man City. He struggled last season, and he knew where he messed up. And that's why you see ADB is 80. Odela is very smart. He replaced him with a young lad with, I think he's 26 years. He foresees the future. At least you see, they brought in this guy, this Nico Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, yeah.
When he saw this Lord is up, he was having an injury, so he decided to bring in the fresh legs and at least young lads.
Yeah.
Because Kusanov, all those players, Odela has been in Man City and he knows what he wants.
Yeah.
So I think you are now coming back to Manchester United. At least this guy has been in Man City, he knows what he wants. And like Ruben Amorim, who is trying to build a team, he doesn't know who to put where, who to bring where. That's why at least when it comes to, when you want to challenge for the Premier League, a coach who has been there like the likes of Arteta, at least they know. If I start this first 11 against Manchester, I'm gonna get results.
Yeah. So that's really good, guys. So the fixture for Man City, guys, tell us what you think. So we move on to Liverpool, defending champions of the Premier League. So, yeah, the team full of surprises. So they will be opening the league.
Arsenal.
They'll be opening the league on the 15th. That will be on the first Friday of the season. They'll be playing against Bournemouth.
That's not an easy team. Bournemouth, I think that's the mid-table team that I fear.
Yeah.
That is the way they play. Their pitch is very small. The way they Bournemouth, I give credit to Bournemouth and their coach and their players. They have a good season.
Yeah.
Their performance was great. Did they play? Are they playing the Europa Conference League? Bournemouth? Are they playing?
I'm not sure. Not sure. So yeah.
So we'll check, but I hope Bournemouth will play that competition because they had a good season.
Yeah. Sure. So Liverpool starts with hosting Bournemouth at home, and then they'll be making a trip to Newcastle, and then they'll be hosting Arsenal at home, and then they make another trip to Burnley, and then they will be facing Everton again at home, and then they play against Crystal Palace away. So guys, what do you think about this fixture for Liverpool?
It's not easy for Liverpool also, even if Liverpool they are the defensive champions, because if you check Bournemouth and Newcastle, okay, it's not an easy game. If you check, there are, you can say maybe Bournemouth is a small team, maybe Newcastle is a big or small team. I don't know about your side, but for me, I know Newcastle is a big team, not a small team, as I know.
But for me, I feel like if Liverpool are to continue building from where they left last season, they have a very easy fixture.
Sure.
Very easy fixture.
The only game it's hard for them is only Newcastle.
Newcastle only. The rest,
Newcastle.
Newcastle and Arsenal.
Let me go back to
But
him.
you know, Arsenal they are away at Anfield.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Allow me to go back to him because he's.
Do you remember the last time Arsenal lost at Anfield?
Yeah, it's a draw. I know.
Yeah,
it's a draw.
It's in the last previous seasons.
Yeah.
They've not lost at Anfield, so it's a pretty interesting fixture. I think for me, the only two challenging games is between Newcastle and Arsenal, especially Newcastle away, and then a game the following week. Arsenal. So the game against Newcastle determines the game against Arsenal a lot, because if they lose against Newcastle at Newcastle, then coming home against Arsenal psychologically, we must win.
Sure.
And when you're going for a game with a must-win mentality, that's where the whole challenge comes in, because you're prone to make a lot of mistakes. But it's a pretty interesting fixture for them, and I kind of feel it's quite easy. Isaac, what do you think?
But for me, I think I'm going to go at the contrary. Liverpool, after winning the Premier League last season, in fact, they started flopping almost all the matches. For me, this is the time to test the waters of Ancelotti. He has to prove me, or he has to prove wrong to me that I performed. It was never luck season.
It was not a fluke.
It was not a fluke. He managed the Liverpool team and won the silverware and delivered the EPL.
Yeah.
If we win this season, for me, I'm going to say Liverpool made it right by appointing him as a manager. But for me, I think Liverpool, they might win first game of the Premier League. That's against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
They are at home. Second game, Newcastle, I don't think they're going from St. James Park to come out with 3 points. The best they can earn here is a draw. And then Burnley, they might win. Another tough game. This is a Merseyside derby.
Yeah.
Liverpool versus Everton.
That's a tough one.
In fact, last time
it's always been
it becomes a
tougher match.
That's why the last bank on Friday, I said for me,
Everton
that surprised me after taking over from for the okay, I think it was David Moyes who took over. I think after Sendaish was sacked, Everton became something else.
Sure.
So Everton is one of the mid-table that are very challenging and a very awkward team to face.
Yeah.
And then Crystal Palace, this coach is not that bad.
Yeah,
But for
it's a
Liverpool,
challenging team also, but for Liverpool, I don't think so.
anyway, in fact, for me also, this season Liverpool top four, I might.
Sorry, what do you want to say?
I might not count Liverpool.
How?
Top 4.
Top
I
4.
might.
Liverpool.
Yes, I might. It's a surprise.
Okay.
You will remember.
Oh, we'll talk about the predictions, or we'll say the prediction of the Premier League, the first 5 teams. We will do that. But that's pretty interesting how you would rule out Liverpool and all that. But yeah, we get back to that. So guys, we move on to the next team. I think the last team we'll review for today is Arsenal, and I kind of feel my Gunners mates, guys. We have the toughest
Next season.
Our first 5
Next
games of the
season.
season will be really tough. But actually, if you look at the recent fixtures and recent seasons, we've had tough opening fixtures. But this one, we start with the trip against Manchester at Old Trafford, and then we hold Leeds. We host Leeds at home, and then we go on again to Anfield to face Liverpool, and then Nottingham Forest will be making a field to the Emirates, and then we host again Manchester City, and then we make a trip to Newcastle. I don't know what you guys think about this fixture for Arsenal, because my wow, this is one of the toughest fixtures to face. So yeah, Mr. Isaac,
One.
where do you see Arsenal by the end of the first 6 games?
For me,
Yeah.
they say give the devil his due. Arsenal, why I have been fighting Arteta.
Yeah,
If he surprises me by signing a natural number
number
9,
9. Agreed.
then this season is going to be Arsenal's season to carry the Premier League. If not the Premier League,
Yeah.
at least they're gonna go home with a silver.
Yeah,
If they don't sign a striker, natural number 9, I can give you 3 options. Option 1, go knock Newcastle doors, take
Isak,
Isak.
yeah.
You have the money. Number 2, go to Lisbon. If you can sign Victor Gyökeres, I'm okay with that. Or the last and the least option, go to Leipzig. If you get that guy Benjamin
Sesko, yeah.
we need a natural number 9. It's not even Joe Pedro from Brighton. Put a level striker there. Arsenal has the best wingers in the Premier League. Midfield, well compact. Defensive. There is no one who had a standout season. So 2 Arsenal centre backs, Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba.
Sure.
Timber the other side, Martin Lewis Kelly.
Yeah.
Good. Calafiori in the left also as a backup.
Yeah.
Very nice. Arsenal has a good team. The only thing
Forward.
I'm fighting Arteta. If you surprise me by signing a striker,
Replacing Kelly
if you
Havertz.
can go even to Liverpool, they can give you Darwin Núñez. That guy is good. What he needs is game time.
Yeah.
Get a natural striker. Number 9, Arsenal gonna carry the season. Arsenal gonna be champions come this season. We'll never be talking about the season again. Seriously, for the Arsenal fans, this time around, I'm with you. Sign a striker and then we'll talk about it.
Guys, you can hear that from a Chelsea fan, yeah?
That's a Chelsea fan.
That's a Chelsea fan. So yeah, guys,
Okay.
I kind of agree with Isaac. We need an out-and-out striker. It has been our challenge for the last couple of seasons. So ever since Arteta came to the team, the only time he had an out-and-out striker was when he had Lacazette and Aubameyang. Then after that, we've not had an out-and-out striker, because even Gabriel Jesus was not a number 9.
Yeah, but for me, I think this Arsenal side, not only a striker, but as we watched last season, Bukayo Saka,
Yeah.
most of the games injured.
Yeah,
There's this guy
and
again.
actually that really affected us
Bukayo
when Saka was in.
Gabriel
Havertz.
Magalhaes is injured.
Yeah.
So Kiwa was.
Kiwa
at
did
least
well.
played well.
Yeah,
But I don't think Arteta
Trusts
has
him.
that trust in
Yeah.
him. So he has to go for a backup for
yeah.
for
Gabriel Magalhaes or Saliba.
Bukayo Saka replacement. I
Yeah.
don't know what he's going to do if he can surprise us and get Rodrigo
Yeah.
because of game time at
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
Yeah,
It'll be good for Arsenal.
agreed.
Then in
Yeah.
midfield, I see they are bringing Zubimendi. I think, but he's
Zubimendi is actually, the deal has been agreed. Arsenal will pay the money. They're gonna sign a contract in installments. Yeah, because the 2 clubs have good relation. So anytime the deal will be confirmed. That was confirmed about 20 hours ago last night. So Zubimendi is guaranteed he's coming.
Yeah.
Then the move for Gyökeres is almost there.
But not only a striker, they need to bring a Saka replacement.
Yeah.
Saka is an injury prone.
Yeah.
No.
Even
Most of the games he has not played. The most important games. Check.
You know, Saka played
there was a time.
How many 3 months?
I know,
games.
but fatigue will catch up.
That's
Burnout
the
will catch up, and that's what happened with Saka.
Yeah.
And then you see when Saka was injured, Martinelli also got injured.
Sure.
So we only had who? Trossard.
Trossard.
And sometimes you'll find now the fullbacks are playing as.
Yeah.
But actually, Nwaneri, the lad played really well. He stepped up. When Saka got injured, the kid stepped up, and that was really brilliant. And I think Arteta needs to encourage this kid.
Yeah, but
He needs to build.
But if also you want to challenge for the Premier League and titles, you need at least to have a backup. That's
Yeah.
why I will support this
Yeah.
SK by saying if you get Rodrigo
Yeah.
is a utility player.
And he-
As a number 9,
and he can
play as
score.
a left winger, a right wing, and then can play as a number
Yeah.
10. If you have that kind of player in your team, you are good. And also, I think Kai Havertz injured.
Yeah, it really affected us
Big time.
big time. Because Kai Havertz that time was on good form. He was scoring in every game. Like Kai Havertz will struggle, yes, but he will pop up somewhere and score.
But I think that is the first signing Chelsea that Arsenal has made that
That helped
has been a
Arsenal.
success because Chelsea has been giving you flops after we use.
But I kind of feel like David Luiz did real well when he came from Chelsea. He helped us quite a lot. He scored crucial goals for us. He helped us win the FA Cup. It was pretty good. Luiz did really well. So the point here is Arsenal needs to sign players. They need to invest.
Maximum.
Yeah, they need to invest. They need to go all out on the transfer
And
market.
nine
So I don't know.
striker.
Whoever needs to talk to the Arsenal management, we need strikers, we need backup for Saka and Martinelli and Trossard, and also we need centre back. Once Arsenal does that, then the season should be ours. And we'll stop being called Netflix FC. I'm tired of being called Netflix FC. Yeah, it's really humiliating every time next season FC. It's not really nice, but yeah.
Okay.
Has done a very nice
Let me go back to the Arsenal.
So you want to talk about Netflix?
No. I'm not there.
Okay.
First, I will start.
Wait,
with,
let me make the sound. Tudum.
No, I will start with the prediction for Manchester United against Arsenal.
Against Arsenal. For the game, I feel it's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a tight game in that the way Manchester has been playing against Arsenal, the game has really been interesting. If you remember the last game we played against each other in the FA Cup, actually for Manchester to go down with the play and Arsenal failed to score, that was really disappointing. And there is this spirit that comes to Manchester United players when they're playing against Arsenal. They really go all out. So it's going to be a tight game, but at the end of the day, I feel Arsenal will win 3-2. So for me, it's going to be an over 4.5 game, Arsenal to win 3-2 at Old Trafford.
Okay, I will not have to say much about that game because Manchester United, that will be their first game of the season.
Yeah.
So we don't have to say more about it. Yeah.
Theatre of dreams.
But yeah, but we are we have positive mind of a win. Yeah, we have positive mind of a win as a Manchester. I think you'll not have to get 3 points from Old Trafford.
Not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy.
How many
Again,
weeks away? How many weeks away? 3 weeks. And the Premier League is a point.
Again, let me go back to you again for the 30th Saturday, August 2025 against Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
At Anfield. Anfield, so recently the games have been crazy over there. You'll find say the 0-0 draw, 1-1 draw, or 2-2 most of the times. But the beauty about Liverpool and Arsenal, the game must have goals.
Sure.
Yeah. And I feel like if we get an out-and-out striker, my prediction will be based if Arsenal, we are able to bring in someone like Gyökeres. If Gyökeres is able to come to Arsenal, I see us winning against Liverpool, maybe 2-1 or 3-2. It's going to be a tight fixture because Arsenal scores this side, Liverpool goes on and scores on the other side.
Sure.
Yeah. But if we are to maintain the form that we finished with, good defense and all that, we can win that game. But at the same time, we have to remember Liverpool a high-scoring side.
Yeah.
Taming Mo Salah is really hard.
Oh, Sarah. Will you manage
really
him?
hard.
It's
really hard.
Will you manage?
really
Will you
hard.
manage Sarah?
For us, what we do when we play against Liverpool, we don't manage Mo Salah. We manage their midfield, we cut the supply for the ball to him. And that's how we win against them. And that's how we draw against them. If you are to play against Liverpool and cut that supply, you'll be good. So that the game between Arsenal and Liverpool depends on who gets lucky at the end of the day. Because that's not a game you can say this is guaranteed. This one will win.
Yeah.
Any team can win, especially at Anfield.
But I think Arteta has changed that notion. Like Liverpool has to beat us.
Yeah.
By
Yeah,
goals.
yeah. He has done a great job.
Actually, he's changed that notion about
Even
almost
Manchester.
every team.
Even
Because we used to face Man City, you know, the Brenner will score. You face Manchester, they will score. But now you go this game, no one knows what to predict.
Okay, for Arteta, I think he's a good manager. Not a good manager. He's
A brilliant coach.
a brilliant manager because you see the last 3 seasons what they have done with Arsenal. It's just very unlucky in most of the games.
Yeah.
But I remember one day Arteta he was going to Anfield. Do you know what he did in the training ground? He went and took speakers,
Yeah,
and he put
because of the
sound.
noise.
When Arsenal players were training, he put the sound
Yeah.
of Anfield
Yeah.
speakers. So those Arsenal,
Psychologically, you have to be because you see,
Psychologically.
you see how the field looks like.
Sure.
Anfield is one place where the fans are just here.
Sure.
It's too noisy.
Yeah.
It's too noisy. So as a player, your mindset.
They know
So
the
for me,
stadium.
Arteta is a
That stadium is a crazy one, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, for Arteta to do that, he just wanted his players to be psychologically prepared for the noise because you know they are the noisiest neighbors. When you go to Anfield, bro, it's not gonna be easy. They play 11+1. Always, their +1 is there. The fans are always. They might be losing, but the noise is still there. You know. Yeah. So that's the thing that's interesting about Anfield. So any team that goes to Anfield, it's never gonna be easy.
not easy.
Yeah.
But
So yeah.
credit to Arteta for the last few seasons.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal they have managed. Of course, Arsenal they should be winning these games.
Yeah.
But you find
We struggle against small.
Arsenal. The last few minutes, Liverpool are equalizing the goals.
You know, the team that's really been a challenge to Arsenal over the seasons is Aston Villa. Aston Villa has been a pain in the. I don't want to mention that name, but it's been that pain for Arsenal. You know, Arsenal has really struggled. You see, the previous season before this one that just ended, we lost to them at a very crucial point. They beat us, and then we were followed by a couple of draws, and that's how Man City ended up catching up and winning the league with only 2 points.
Two
Right?
points.
That was a crazy season because if we didn't lose that game, if we happened to win that game, we would have won the league with 1 point. But Arteta needs to figure out how to score against, Unai Emery. This guy.
That's where the difference comes in between boys and men.
Yeah.
But I think he's very unhappy. He's a
Yeah.
good manager, Brian, but he's very unhappy.
But I think
Most of the time,
it's producing one of the best
Coaches,
yeah. He's very
There's
unhappy.
something maybe out of the context. This guy by the name of Cesc Fabregas.
Yeah.
He's doing a very great job. Coach.
Yeah.
Italy. That guy is a good coach. I think even in Milan they were after him. I don't know what happened.
I think what happens with these Spanish coaches, they bring the style of play they used to play as players. They bring to the clubs they're coaching. Yeah. Because if you see like Arsenal, tiki-taka, you go to the team that says is coaching, tiki-taka. So it's all about the style of play.
You see,
Because most.
Bono is a Spanish man.
Yeah.
You see this guy using Christopher as a Spanish man.
Yeah.
This guy Unai Emery.
Man, the guy is brains. So it's really hard to play. Like you see how Man City used to make teams suffer. You will run without the ball.
Imagine.
There's nothing is that we play football. You know how hard and how painful it is to chase.
Yeah.
Like you see the ball is here, but you can't catch it. You get there, it's played to Ken. You get there, it's played to Sam. It's played to me, bro. You throw your hands. You saw there was one game in particular. Ronaldo went against Barcelona. It was
Then
it was like, what is this? He suffered. Yeah. So tiki-taka football is really tough because you wear out your opponent using the ball. And then when they are vulnerable, now you kill, you attack, you score. And when you score, you go again, you hit them again. Teams will suffer. So guys, yeah, enough talk about the Premier League fixture. We move on to the new offside rule.
Before we go to that one, which is your team to watch this season?
Team to watch this season.
Yeah.
Hey, team to watch this season. I kind of still feel like Nottingham Forest. I still feel like they still have something they want to show the world. The way they came in last season, that was really amazing. I kind of, at some point, I felt like we will see another Leicester season. You remember when Leicester just came and went all the way up and won the league? I kind of felt at some point Nottingham Forest had that capability, only that I don't know what really happened and then there was a turnover. But Nottingham Forest, if they are to invest on the transfer market and now be like we are going for the kill. We are not just coming to make a presence. We're not coming to participate. We want to win silverware. I kind of feel like they will be a surprise team of the season. And for my prediction for the top 4, I will go with Arsenal to win the league this season with 96 points, followed by Manchester City, and then Liverpool City in third, and then Chelsea at 4th.
Yeah. Thank you. Mr. General?
The general, by the way, the team to watch this season, I'm gonna go with Arsenal.
Yeah.
Because for me,
Ghana season ni yetu.
for me, I see things differently. Yeah. For me, I've said if Arsenal they sign a striker, they are good to go. I'm going to give them this season, and then a surprise team. I'm going back to my Emery. Again, Aston Villa. Aston Villa, it might be having another surprise season. They might carry something out of nowhere. And there is a team I'm suspecting. They are the reigning champions. Liverpool. Come next season. According to the rumors, according to the fathers, the way they are speaking to me, you know, sometimes they speak in tongues. Yeah. I'm being told Liverpool might miss
Top 4.
I don't know why you are saying that.
So for me, top 4, 1, I'll go with Arsenal.
Win the league?
Yes, this
Wow.
season. This their season. Number 2, I'm going to go with Manchester City. Number 3, I'll go with Chelsea. They will remain number 3 as well. And then number 4,
Liverpool is in
Newcastle.
Newcastle number 4.
Wow.
All right.
Coach is unruly.
Yeah, it's me again.
Team to watch this
Team
Team
to
to
watch.
watch this season, I'll watch Manchester City. Once Kevin De Bruyne is out of the team, we have to see what they will do.
So team to watch Man City.
Man City.
Prediction, top 4 teams.
My top 4 prediction, I will start. I think they deserve it again.
Who?
Liverpool.
Liverpool here, number 2.
Yeah. Number 2, I will give it to Manchester City.
Man City.
Number 3, I will give it to Arsenal.
Arsenal number 3 here, number 4.
Then number 4, I can give it to Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Your team, you're not putting it anywhere. Right. We move on to six good years.
Yes.
So yeah.
Manchester United.
So
Manchester United.
I cannot say things that will not. I cannot say things that will not happen exactly by the time. I will get my time. I will take my time. The way they are taking their time. Next season again.
So wait.
Let them still wait for
So
the
the
next
Netflix
season.
FC might switch to Manchester United.
For us, we are starting from
So
scratch.
we might pass the baton to Manchester United. They become Netflix
The
FC.
likelihood is live.
Good relief. The way it is off our show.
Okay.
Let's go to.
Okay, for me,
Sam.
team to watch this season, I'll still go with Liverpool.
Liverpool,
Considering they have sold 2 of their left back and right back. They are out of the team. As we can see, Trent Alexander-Arnold
Trent is gone.
to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
This guy, Robertson, to Atletico Madrid.
Atletico, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he's going to Atletico Madrid. So for this team, I see what they replaced from Alexander-Arnold, they replaced with Jeremy Frimpong.
Yeah. It's good signing.
Good signing,
Very
but
good signing.
I think here there is more competition in this
But there's this guy, young lad,
country because Frimpong is not like a natural number 2. He's a more of an advanced. He's attacking most of the times. If you're watching
That's why they replaced Alexander. Also, Alexander is attacking wise. So
if you see the way Frimpong was, he had how many goals? Almost over 10 goals.
Yeah.
Assists. He has many scoring. It's like Hakimi. You see Hakimi the way
Yeah.
he plays.
even yesterday,
Advanced
this
role.
morning I was watching him. He was playing forward.
Yeah, those positions. That's how this guy Frimpong is finding himself in this position. So if we go there to the team, I think there will be a little challenge for that team.
Number 2.
Yes,
Number 2 in the Premier League.
Premier League. First, I'm not going there.
No, he's not predicting. He's saying team to watch out for. So his team is Liverpool. And then your prediction.
Premier League,
Top
Top
4.
four.
top 4.
Yeah.
cannot go with my rivals, of course. I know we know Arsenal is Arsenal. We know they can't win the league. I'm sure of that.
Wow.
They have, for sure, Arsenal, they win the league. Every one of us will not be. You see the way Leicester won the league? That's how Arsenal they are going to win the league. Not
When
this
you
year,
not be there.
not the next year, but they will win the league.
2030.
Believe me. You
Vision.
know, when Manchester United will win the league, Arsenal will win the next Premier League. Believe that.
Okay.
When Manchester United win the league, it doesn't matter it's 2030 or 21, but Manchester United
Now,
will
back
win the
to
Premier League.
Okay, okay,
now
bro.
back to
Before
Fixtures
us.
misconceptions.
Okay.
So we go with my
Yeah. So number one.
top four. I'll go with Ansot again, position 1. Position 2, I'll go with the Gunners.
Arsenal,
Which is because Man City, I think they will struggle a lot. Going to number 3, we go with Pep. He will suffer, but he will manage. He will manage.
Man City number 3. Yeah.
For position 4, I don't think Tottenham they deserve it. Manchester is my team. We don't deserve it also because we are far from these teams. Because also we saw how they played last season. At the end of the season, again they started to drop. Aston Villa the same. They started to drop. So I might go with Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Because their coach at least will have
Yeah.
a little bit of experience. Yeah.
All right, so guys, you've heard our predictions on the top 4, the Premier League. So tell us what you think, and also in the comment section. And also tell us about your team to look out for this season. So guys, I think we will have to start. We'll have to stop this episode there today because out of time. Yeah, we don't have time. Unfortunately, we don't have time. And then we will talk in the next episode. There'll be a part 2 of this. We'll be talking about the new offside rule, Club World Cup, and other topics to come up. So, guys, I've been your host, Wanson Jr., and I would just love these brilliant gents to share out their names and their social media handles so that kindly follow them. They do great content, so you can support them and subscribe to their channels also. So, the general.
Yes. The general, you can find me in all social media platforms. I've been Instagram, Twitter, and then you can find me also on TikTok and YouTube as the general 49. I want to appreciate you guys for taking your time and listening to us, and we bring in Football Banter. It has been an amazing time having you guys. Let's meet next time, same place, and with more people to talk about football. I want to appreciate our cameraman. He's behind the doors. That is Mr. Levy. He's doing a great job.
Great job,
Bravo, man.
brilliant, man. Mr. Unruly. Again.
Amorim. Yeah, I love Amorim.
Amorim.
Yeah, Amorim. Yeah.
He's the future, bro. He's the future.
Yeah, he's the future, bro.
He's the future.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, he's the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Sure.
Hey.
I love the formation.
Yeah,
Before
Yeah, should we give it? Wait. Should we give time to cuddle? Yes, you can go now.
I like the formation of the Amorim.
Hey. Leave Amorim. Share social media handles, bro. We're out of time. Forget about Amorim.
You can find me on Instagram at Anluri Kente, TikTok same Anluri Kente. Also on Facebook, you can find me at Anluri Kente. Don't forget to follow, share, comment. Yeah, subscribe.
Right. The sound.
Wow, thank you guys for the session. It was a good session. Time is not on our side. I can see some comments here. People are asking where are we going. In fact, we have a match also. We are footballers also, not only football gossip. You can come join us in our games here at Mesai. Here in Doha, we are playing. We have a match at 7. People are asking where we are going. I think the show is very nice here. For me, you can find me on TikTok at Maura K, Facebook, Samuel Maura Kamau, Twitter, Samuel Maura Kamau. Thank you guys. Mr. Wanson, thank you. He's our top striker. They don't say all the positions, they say he's our top striker. The general is our left back here. He's our coach, Coach Anruri. Here, myself, I will not say myself when I play. But if you know me, you know where I play. Our cameraman there is our center back. Thank you for their good work. Guys, smash that button. Follow us in all social medias at Gulf Football Banter. See you next time, guys.
Yep. So guys, it's your boy Wanson Jr. on all social media platforms: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Wanson Jr. Kindly follow. If you want sessions on football trainings, we also do that. But for this set, it's Gulf Football Banter on all social media platforms, including YouTube. So kindly subscribe, like, share, comment, and please leave us a comment telling us what you'd like us to discuss in the next episode. We want to do episode based on what you fans want, and you can feel as a part of this. We are one family. No matter where you are, we talk football. As always, it's been Gulf Football Banter. Peace out. Mad love, people.